do you feel like there are certain traits that are good to have as a social media manager, like creativity or being able to work well with people or a good communicator? I was curious if
Yeah.
you had thoughts on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think anyone can be a social media manager just from the standpoint of like people are gonna like a little bit more of a chill person or a flamboyant person and whatever. So like don't feel like if you don't have these traits that you're not allowed in the club. You are. But I do think that having okay, this is like really just an opinion. I think if you can don't take yourself too seriously. Like I think a lot of the time um we get professionalism in the way of really showcasing who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Um and because you're afraid that you're going to look bad or look silly or whatever. And it's okay to appear that you're trying because you are trying. And the online world, the world in general needs more people that are just willing to take those little, I don't know, those little bursts of just individuality of like, here I am. But besides that, I would think communication, oh my gosh, top notch. So like if you are as a social media manager, you're going to probably become BFFs with your clients because you are representing their brand, you are their voice, you are interacting as them. And so there's this responsibility that you have to be known by your clients on a personal level. And then, I mean, still, obviously, you can have as much privacy as you want, but
Mm-hmm.
it's so important to be known and to um, just to keep up with those relationships because you are basically handling their little baby, their livelihood. And so you need to have a lot of respect for the trust that they're giving you. And so being communicative is super important. The other thing I will say is this ties into integrity, but also like when you make a mistake, because you're human and it happens. It literally happened to me last night. I was pinching myself, short story time.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a client and she's wonderful. And I say that about all my clients, but anyway, so she's wonderful. And she um posted this post over the weekend, and it was the same photo I was going to use on September 1st. And so in my brain, Monday morning, I'm like, oh shoot, I misscheduled this.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remove it. So I delete it without a second thought because I'm like, oops a daisy, that was my bad. She messages me last night and I saw it this morning because boundaries is important. Um, but I saw it this morning and she was like, is there a reason why you deleted my post? Is it not aesthetic enough? Which I laughed at, but I was like, oh my gosh, no, like that was a huge mistake. I'm so sorry. And I think owning up to your mistakes just right off the bat, not trying to excuse them. You can give an explanation for your actions, but like owning up. I've gotten so many clients of mine that just appreciate that. And I guess that is a type of communication too, and just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's so important to do that. It's really hard to come by for people that don't play the victim and instead just own up, even if it's like 10%, like
Mm-hmm.
just own up to whatever your part of it is.